How many of you all actually and truly believe in equality? How many of you all believe that we were all created equal and that we should all be treated as equals? Let me know down in the comments below. Because in recent years, I've come to find that most people don't care about equality at all. In fact, most of the people who always are claiming they're being discriminated against, they're not being discriminated against at all. They're just being treated as equals. They're being held to the same standard that everyone else is supposed to be held to. A lot of the people who are screaming and shouting about equality, they don't want equality at all. They want special treatment. You see, equality is not a one-way street. It comes with good and it comes with bad. Equality means being treated as equals means that we're all open for criticism. That no one and no group of people is above criticism. No one and no group of people are immune to criticism. You see, equality means that I can make jokes about you and I can make jokes about you. We can make jokes about everyone. No one's above a good joke when we're all created as equals, when we're all treating each other as equals. But that's not what people want these days, let's be honest. If people really wanted equality, the world wouldn't be going in the path that it's going in right now. Look around America, for example. You see all of these factories exploding. You see doors blowing off of planes mid-flight. You see, it looks like the entire country is falling apart. A lot of that is because we forgot about equality. We started giving special treatment. We started worrying about diversity. We need diversity hires, diversity, equity, and inclusion. We're no longer hiring who's best for the job because we're no longer viewing everyone as equal. Certain groups of people have to get special treatment. Equality doesn't mean that, we need to get people that of all different backgrounds to go to this college. Equality means everyone needs to score a certain score on their test. Everyone needs to have their grades to a certain standard to get into this college. But we ditched that. It's no longer about equality. Certain kids and certain groups of kids have to score way higher on tests to get into schools that other kids don't really even have to know math to get into. Because it's no longer about equality. It's about special treatments. And the people who scream about equality the most are the very people who do not want to be viewed as equals. They don't want to be treated as equals because they feel as if they were treated as equals, maybe they would fall behind. If they were treated as equals, maybe people could make jokes about them and criticize them in the way that they criticize and joke about everyone else. Now, on my channel, I treat all stories as equals. I treat everyone as an equal. There's no group of people, no individual that is immune to my criticism. I cover stories about these types of people, those types of people. I cover stories about people from different backgrounds, different races, different religions. I don't discriminate because I view everyone as equals, which means I don't feel bad when I dive into a certain story because this person may be this race. Or, that person follows this religion. Maybe I shouldn't talk about this. No, I view everyone as equals. We're all on a level playing field here. So I feel comfortable talking about anything and anyone on this platform. And just like I feel comfortable criticizing anyone or any group of people, I'm open to criticism as well. That's why there is a comment section below this video, and I don't delete comments. YouTube does, but people are open to criticize me all day right in the comments below because I'm an equal. My DMs are open on social media. I got people messaging me all types of rude stuff every day, but that's okay because I understand that with equality comes good and it comes bad. I'm not beyond people making jokes about me. I'm not beyond criticism. Therefore, I accept it. Because I'm not someone who wants to get special treatment like a lot of people in this country and certain groups in this country as well. Now, recently, I've been talking about the secret underground tunnels in New York City. It just so happens that these tunnels were dug by Jewish people underneath a Jewish synagogue. But because these tunnels were dug by Jewish people, a certain portion of our society, even a certain portion of my own subscribers, thinks that I shouldn't be able to talk about it. Now, if these tunnels are dug by someone else, there would be no problem. But because Jewish people dug the tunnels, and because these tunnels are underneath a synagogue, I'm supposed to shy away from the subject. I'm supposed to pretend that this is not interesting, that this is not weird, that this is not crazy. I'm supposed to pretend that nothing bad could be happening down there. Because some people feel like certain groups of people are beyond criticism. That we can't make jokes about certain groups of people. You see, I've been labeled a lot of things over the past few days. I've been told that I'm anti-Semitic because I shared factual news articles about what was happening in NYC. Apparently, the news and facts are now anti-Semitic. And it's really disappointing, considering the fact that I sat here for months and I covered the war over there between Israel and Hamas. Every step of the way, you can go back on my videos, I have been calling out the people who are marching through our streets, the pro-Palestine protesters. I've been calling those people out. I've been talking about how disgusting that stuff was for months. When Jewish kids had to lock themselves into bathrooms and hide at college because protesters were threatening their lives and going crazy, I spoke out about it in their defense. Because I have nothing against Jewish people. I have nothing against any group of people. And I view everyone as equals. And when I see kids who are at school being intimidated by radical groups of protesters, I'm going to say something about it. But no matter how much I've said in the past couple of months in defense of the Jewish community, when I point out that these secret tunnels are really weird, all of a sudden I'm a bad person that hates Jewish people. But you see, those tactics, they work on other people all the time. You can call someone an ist or a phobe or claim they hate this or they claim they hate that, and they will get scared and they'll stop talking about things because they're so worried about their public image. They're so worried about what people think of them. I don't want anyone to think that I hate these people. I don't want anyone to think that I'm a racist or I'm anti-Semitic. The difference between me and those type of people is I don't care how people view me. And I also understand, even if the majority of the world has adapted this weird mindset, this cancel culture mindset of not viewing people as equals and protecting certain communities and acting like you're bad if you point things out. Even if the whole world, the majority of the world has that mindset, I know there's still other sane people out here like me who view the world in a similar way that I do. Maybe not in the exact same way, but I know there's still rational people out there. There's still people out there that actually view everyone as equals. You see, if these tunnels were built underneath a Christian church, I would have made just as many videos. I would have asked the same exact questions about what was happening in those tunnels. If these tunnels were built underneath a Catholic church, I would have made the same amount of videos. I would have asked the same questions. That goes for any religion. But for some reason, because it was Jewish people, I'm not supposed to say anything about it. And simply talking about actual facts that actually happened is considered anti-Semitic. Now, I don't know about you all, but when I get pushback and people try to stop me from talking about something, it makes me want to talk about it even more. It makes me go even harder. And when you're sitting there wondering, why do certain people have this image in their heads when it comes to this community? Why are there so many conspiracies? Why are so many people saying certain things about this community? It's probably because equality went out of the window, and now all of a sudden this community gets special treatment. When you're actively trying to shut down any conversation, when you're actively calling people names like anti-Semitic for simply saying, oh, those tunnels were weird, what effect do you think that has on those people? And what do you think that makes them feel about the other group of people? What happened to equality? Equality isn't just, oh, you get equal pay, you get equal rights. Equality means we're equals. Just like you can criticize me, because I guarantee you, if I was on the news for digging wide-ass tunnels, burrowing my fat ass underground, causing buildings to freaking collapse, no one would have a problem criticizing me. I'm a straight white man in America. You can criticize me all day. Oh, but if it's another group, we got to pretend like it's okay. I'm not for that. I'm always going to say how I feel. And because I don't harbor any hatred in my heart, because I'm not a real bigot that hates other groups of people, I feel comfortable saying whatever I want to say. At some point in this country, especially, we got to this place where all of a sudden pointing out facts is racist, or it's phobic, or anti-Semitic, or you must hate Muslims. It's really funny because up until a few days ago, I was considered someone that hated Muslims because I was against what Hamas did on October the 7th. And because I was against all of these weirdo college kids pretending to be Palestinians fighting for the Palestinian rights in the streets across America. You know, I've been calling those people out. So I've been considered someone that is, Islamophobe? I forget the names, you know what I mean? So I was an Islamophobe for months. And now, because I think digging tunnels underneath synagogues is weird, all of a sudden I'm anti-Jewish, you know? But, you know, when you start doing things like this, it's not good. When you start acting as if people can't talk about certain things, or even like literally pointing out factual news stories. All of a sudden, oh, we can't talk about this because this person is this color, or this person or this person worships this God or that God. You see, that's how you start building like a secret hidden animosity towards certain communities. When you try to force people to not criticize and not joke about particular groups of people. And it's so weird to me because it's always the groups of people who claim they're being discriminated against, or they're claiming they're fighting for equality and equal rights. Those are always the groups of people who feel as if they're beyond criticism, and that you're not even supposed to discuss anything they do, any of their wrongdoings. You can't discuss it because you're a bad person if you acknowledge it. You know what I mean? And those are games that we don't play here. Those are games that we will never play here. I'm not going to wake up tomorrow and start playing these games. If I'm still on YouTube 5 years from now, I won't be playing those games either. I'm sorry to disappoint you. But one thing that you can feel comfortable about, rest assured that whenever you come to my channel, you are going to see equal treatment for everyone across the board. White, black, Chinese, Mexican, Jewish, whatever religion you are, whatever country you're from, I don't give a damn. If you're out here doing crazy things, we're going to talk about it. We're going to point it out. We're going to crack jokes. And if you want to crack jokes about me, and if you got something to say, you can feel free to say it to me as well. Because that's how we operate over here. And that's how we are going to continue to operate over here. And I would appreciate it. Anyone watching this video right now, never ever feel like you can come to me and stop me from talking about a story because you feel like I'm touching on a sensitive subject, because a certain people are involved that shouldn't be talked about. No, that's not how things go. That's not how equality works. And I'm all about equality. Are you? But let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can do so via CashApp, or you can donate via Super Thanks. And for free, you could help the channel by sharing the video and all of that good stuff. But with that being said, I'll talk to you all very soon at the next one.